The school that I will be attending is okay. So the day has come that we're finally making this video. We're gonna start packing while we talk. I have so many clothes in front of me. I have my suitcase right here. I fully ripped out my whole closet. Like, I don't know how people are packing for college and they only bring half their closet. It couldn't be me. I mean, every time I go on vacation, I bring like 10 more outfits than what I need. Like, it's just a personality trait. Us dancers, I feel like it's such a toss-up, like what all of us are gonna do after high school. Oh, I'm so excited to wear this. It's such a toss-up because we can go like college route, not college. You can just do like a program, or you can quite literally just like move to a big city. Unfortunately, it's not like, okay, undergrad, law school, you're a lawyer. No. That's why my dad is mad at me for choosing this career path. Simply, there is no other way I could live my life. Like, this is what I'm so passionate about. I don't want to waste that gift of like having passion for something to this level, you know, because every dream is planted in your heart for a reason. It was meant for you to achieve. So I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to go against that. So here's my little story. So I was actually sitting on the beach and I was looking at, I was like on my MacBook, I was looking at one of those like top 10 dance schools in the country, like one of those lists. They're like all over the internet. And this one in particular had a bunch of descriptions of all of these dance programs. And I was noticing, I was like, ugh, like all these places are more like conservatory style, like they're very ballet, contemporary, which is fun and great. But like, if you know me, you know I want to do commercial dance all the way, like not so much concert dance. That's just like my preference for a career. I strive to be in the music videos, TV shows, films, on tour with artists, you know, like I want to do all of that, like especially being on camera, I love. And it's just like the entertainment value of the commercial industry. I'm so obsessed. I also have always been somebody who wants a career in New York/LA. My dad's also mad at me for that, for choosing a life in the two most expensive cities that exist. Oh, this is so cute. I have yet to wear this. She's gonna make her debut in my new city. I was about to go like the no college route because I was like, okay, like all these schools seem to be just like not really the environment that I want. And if I put myself in one of those places, I'm not gonna be making like the maximum connections for the world that I wanna be in. So I was kind of stumped about that. Ooh, we have to pack the big fur coat. This is hilarious. Whoa, okay. On this same list of the top 10 dance schools, I discovered this one program. I read the little description under it and I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is the only one of its kind that satisfies everything that I wanted in my next step into the industry. And then I started stalking. You know how we do, guys. If you find something that you like or you look up to, you have to stalk everyone that goes to that school. Like, duh, like just a way of life, you know? So yes, I first laid my eyes on this program when I was sitting at the beach. I was like, oh my God, this is the one. And then I saw that they only accept 35 people a year. And to say the least, I was like, oh, it's like, I don't know about that one. Like, I probably should not count on it. It's also all just like who you know and like who they already know. So it's like, you know, you can't really ever like take it too personally when you don't get in. So I did audition for other programs. I auditioned for University of Arizona. I auditioned for Chapman. And then I auditioned for this one. This one, honestly, like, it was just speaking to me so much. Like, I walked in and the vibes were so good. Like, they were playing my favorite songs. Everybody else that was auditioning was like so sweet to talk to. They had like their current students there that were like, you know, chaperoning the whole thing, and they were all like just the most supportive. I noticed that the faculty that was auditioning me was also literally such good energy. Everyone there was vibing, you know? That was one of those auditions that was so much fun. Everyone in that audition was so talented, and I left there so inspired. And so that's how I know that that is the right place. This is getting full, and this is not even half. We did ballet, jazz, tap, and hip hop. I was also literally number one in the whole audition. Like, you know how you get like numbers to put on you? I was the first one. It's because of my last name, but like that was frightening. This school like splits up their auditions into like 6 of them a year. So this was only a sixth of the people that were auditioning, which there was still so many people. So I multiplied that number of people in there by 6, and I was like, oh, there's no way. This program also scouts a bunch at conventions and like national events and whatever. So I was like, oh, hell, there's no way. Also, especially because literally everybody in that room was amazing. I was like, I know I felt really, really good about it, but like, I can't get my hopes up. After we danced, they called back maybe like 5 or 6 people to do an interview. Literally the first person that they asked to stay was me. This is after we danced. We were all just standing there in like a semicircle around like the faculty that were running the audition. We're all just like in silence. And they were like, number 1, Janine Al Sam. And I was like on the spot, I was like, y'all know that feeling at an audition when something goes right and you're like, you know? But that meant that I really had to like secure it in, and I had to have a great interview with them, and I had to talk with them, and I needed to tell them that this is the one, and this is the school that I'm gonna dedicate my whole heart and soul to. And they asked me what I want to do with my dance career. I said 1000% commercial. This is like the one. I literally said that. I was like, this is the one for me. This program is music to my ears. There was some other like random questions, and they asked me if I had any questions. I asked a little bit about like how the credits work, you know, but I had a really, really good conversation with them. Like, I made eye contact with each of them for different points. Like, they always say that's so important in an interview, and I really had a good moment with each of them for them to really get to know me. That's always the key of an interview. So I walked out of the room like all like polite and whatever, and then right as the door closed, I was like, yes. I was like, nailed it. I was like, dang, like God is making his moves on me right now, because I don't know how magically I had like a perfect dance night. I had like the most amazing interview. Like, usually something goes wrong, but not this time. So clearly this is like really what's meant to be for me and my path. I'm a huge believer of like, everything is so meant to be, you know, like everything happens for a reason, and every closed door is only closed because there's a new one opening for you. So I was like, dang, like it sounds like the universe is doing everything in its power to send me here. I would be like spiraling in and out of the mindset of like, stop. Like, no, like they only accept 35 people a year. Like, don't get your hopes up. Like, could have loved you and they still won't accept you. You know, it's one of those things. Sometimes your talent doesn't even matter. It's literally who you know. I've never had a previous connection with like anybody on this faculty. So I was like, I don't know if I'll get in. I mean, I have assisted like some of their adjunct faculty on convention. I didn't know if that would be enough because it's not like their main faculty. It is, I believe, a little bit less than a month later. I auditioned on February 22nd. 6th. And then I received my decision letter on March 15th. I had felt like my entire future and career had just like completely fallen into place, because the things that the alumni from this school are doing is exactly what I want to do, and I look up to them so much. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm doing the career. Like, this is it. Like, I can do it. Cue the decision letter clip. Log in. Click here to view your decision letter. So the school that I will be attending is Pace Commercial Dance. And so I will be moving to New York City and part-time LA. We spend like, I believe, 5 or 6 months in LA, and it's technically like attached to the Sands College of Performing Arts at Pace University. So I'm literally packing for New York City right now. Like, crazy. I'm starting to understand that what's meant for me right now is much more leading me in the direction of New York than it is LA, which I never expected. LA was my dream for the longest time, but the thing is that this program produces bi-coastal dancers and performing artists in general. Like, New York and LA will both be established for me from this program, which is something that I feel like I can't get from any other program. And that, to me, that's so valuable. You have a huge network in both of these places. You're employable in both of these places. It's just setting me up for my dream. I could not possibly be more grateful. I was shaking, breathing so hard for like actually 2 hours after I had opened that letter. I also, for some reason, felt like my entire career depended on that letter. So I had put it off all day. I know some people are like the type that they, if they see a decision letter, they need to open it ASAP. But I saw that it had come in when I was in public, and I kind of wanted to be by myself for it, because regardless of the results, I would be going insane, either bawling my eyes out of joy or of sadness. So I wanted to be alone. So I had ended up saving the letter for maybe 6 hours. And I ended up opening it that night. I remember texting all my closest friends and my older sister that the letter had come in, and everybody's they're like, Janine, open it. And I remember I kept getting texts throughout the whole day. Did you open it? Did you open it? Did you open it? And I was like, guys, no. Also, you guys, this dress for New York City, hello. I literally move in a week before Fashion Week. I will be attending. I should also mention that I did just sign with a modeling agency, MMG New York. They represent you for acting and film and all of that stuff too. Eventually, I believe I will be represented by them for social media as well. They kind of just do everything. So that was another huge sign for me that it was all gonna fall into place in New York, and that's where I was just meant to be this whole time. It's gonna just be so fresh and new for me, and such a good learning experience of living in a big city at such a young age. I'm eager to grow and to learn as much as I can, make as many connections as I can as well. So I don't think there's any better city for that. This dress for New York too. Hello. I told myself, since I'm moving to New York, I need to become a fashion icon. You guys, it's one of the fashion capitals of the world. Paris, Milan, and New York City. Wow, I just packed every piece of clothing. Well, okay, I'm not gonna do socks and underwear and all that stuff yet, because I still have to live for the next 10 days before I move. There's so much more packing to do, but that's just what I'm gonna show for today, because I have to go to dance. I'm late. I'm gonna do a whole other video of packing my dance clothes for New York, because this was just my normal clothes. It's gonna need a whole other suitcase. I don't even think this one's gonna shut, so that's good. I literally love all of you so much, and I can't wait to bring all of you on a journey like this. I appreciate all the support. If anybody has any questions ever, please feel free to DM me on Instagram or comment on this video. Let me know what you want to see next. And yeah, I'm always here for y'all. I will reply to everything. I'll do my best. So yes, I love you guys. Mwah.